everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanessa if you are new here, and oh man, it has been a while since I've posted, and I'm sorry about that. I keep saying I'm coming back, and honestly, I should just stop saying that and just start filming and posting, but because I have taken some time away from the channel, not only in the last few months, but in the last few years, I think that it'd be helpful if I just gave a quick life update and just tell you where I'm at and like where I anticipate the channel to go in the coming years. So without further ado, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of what has happened throughout the 7 years of having this channel. So for those of you who do not know, I started this channel back in April of 2018. So it has been almost 7 years that I've had the That One Catholic Girl channel. When I first began this channel, it didn't really start from a place of love, not so much love, like not lacking in love of our Lord, but just lacking in love and charity of what the channel is now or what I want it to be in the future. I started this channel because I wanted to prove someone wrong in my life. So all of my videos were directed at proving this individual wrong. I wanted them to convert to Catholicism from the Baptist church that they were at, and I was not approaching it from a place of love. Then later on in 2018, when this person was no longer in my life, I was left with a YouTube channel, a lot of books, and a lot of knowledge about the Catholic faith that I didn't have prior. And I also found a love for teaching the faith, practicing my faith, and just love for our Lord that I hadn't had before. So I continued the YouTube channel, and a lot of the YouTube channel was teaching, but also doing live streams where I would do like 5-hour live streams where you guys would get to know me. I would talk about embarrassing things, crushes I had, crushes that hated me. That was just basically what the channel was. And I have grown such a great family from those live streams that I still talk to today and who still watch the YouTube channel today, even though I'm not actively posting. This channel has been alive during the time that I was in college. And I was fortunate enough in 2019 to attend a class where my business professor told or advised the class that we should interview someone that we want to be when we grow up. Now, I had been reading a bunch of books, but one name in particular that came up that really just impacted my life was Trent Horn. And it was upon reading Why We're Catholic did I really get a grounded understanding of the faith and just really want to defend the faith. So back in 2019, I reached out to Trent Horn and I asked him if I could interview him for my college project. And that is how I really came to know and understand what the organization of Catholic Answers was. And upon that meeting, upon attending the Catholic Answers conference back in 2019, I had decided that Catholic Answers was something that I wanted to be a part of, whether it just be a huge fan or working for their ministry. And that has always been at the forefront of my goals with my content creation and wanting to have this YouTube channel. So from 2019 until 2023, 2022, I had maintained a relationship with Catholic Answers, being a part of their like calling into their shows or one time making a presence in the studios. But they have always been so supportive of the content I created, even when I wasn't creating content. Just everyone in those studios was so supportive, and I knew that I wanted to work for Catholic Answers. And so because of this passion to work for Catholic Answers, and because of this passion to be an apologist, just like Trent Horn, Joe Heschmeyer, Jimmy Akin, Carla Brazard, Tim Staples, those men that I wanted to be when I grew up, I decided to pursue my master's in theology. So after I had received my bachelor's in communication studies, where I studied marketing and social media, I decided that I really wanted to dive deep and learn about the faith, which would help me further in my career, whether it be an apologist or teaching confirmation classes like I did in Burbank. I knew that I needed to strengthen my faith and learn more about our Lord. So I went and pursued my master's degree at Holy Apostles College and Seminary. I attended Holy Apostles College and Seminary from January of 2023 until the semester ended August of 2024, where I received my master's in general studies of theology. And that was so crazy to have experienced that school, the lessons. I am so blessed to have had the opportunity to go there, and I am so blessed to have had the support of you guys throughout my studies. It's something that I never imagined myself doing, And I am just so warmed at the heart that I was able to have that opportunity. And it has helped me be able to teach about the faith, defend the faith, and have a greater understanding for our Lord. So I got my degree in August of 2023, but if I could backtrack a little bit, I believe it was in May of 2023, I began doing contract work for my hero, the person I wanted to be when I grew up, Trent Horn's page of, of the Council of Trent. So I was doing TikTok and Instagram for the Council of Trent pages back in May of 2023. This was strictly contract work. I just was helping advise and post things on social media to make the Council of Trent reach like new audiences. And then I was blessed with the opportunity in May of 2023 when I received a phone call from the Catholic Answers like offices of a job offer so that I could work full time for them, leave behind the service work I was doing. I was doing working at Raising Cane's, I was working at Walmart, leaving behind those jobs and finally taking on the role of a full time social media specialist for Catholic Answers. So at Catholic Answers, I do social media for Joe Heschmeyer and Trent Horn. I'm also helping out with the Jimmy Akin podcast and taking on other projects like reaching out to influencers and helping out create content for Catholic Answers. And this has been a dream come true. I never once imagined that I would work for the company that I had always dreamed of working for. You know, when you're younger, you think that, oh, I want to be an actress, I want to be president of the United States. Well, for me, at 18 years old, I truly believe I was young then. And at 18, I decided that, oh, my dream job would be to work at Catholic Answers or just to, have Catholic Answers know who I am. And from 2019 on, I have had the privilege of working alongside them, sharing their content, but also creating content for them. And I am just so blessed. So that is basically what has happened throughout the past 2 years in regards to the channel. But talking a little bit about my personal life, I wanted to share with you guys what has changed in my life and why different things have looked differently throughout the years. So when I began this channel, I started it, like I said, in 2018. In 2020, when the world shut down, I decided to go live with my older sister and her husband in Michigan. And that's why you saw like a little bit of change of studio during that time. I lived with them for about 6 months in 2020, and then I lived with them for 6 months again in 2021. Then I begun a job at a warehouse where I saved all of my money, and that ended up actually paying for my school to go get my master's. Then in 2023, I believe it was, no, excuse me, 2022 to 2023, I was privileged with being a confirmation director at a church in Burbank. And that only lasted about a year. And there's reasons as to why I didn't stay that long, but that was such a blessing. But in 2023, in I believe it was June, I moved from Los Angeles, California, where I was born and raised, and I moved to Las Vegas, Nevada. And I'm not going to go into depth about why we left Los Angeles, but it was a total blessing. I still look back at Los Angeles and think that's my home, that's where I want to be. And truthfully, it is like not just Los Angeles, but California in general. Like that is where I feel called to home, like call home. But truthfully, my home actually is here in Las Vegas. And it's not the city of Las Vegas that's my home, but it's my life here that is home to me. So I moved here in June of 2023, and my mother and I were ready to like get up, start. Life was going to like go forward. We were going to have all these like crazy successes living in Las Vegas, Nevada. But due to some things that happened in my family life, illnesses arising, our life was kind of put on pause from June until August. And late August, I was privileged with meeting my fiance. As you guys can see, I am engaged. I was privileged with meeting my fiance first online and then in person at the church. And honestly, he has been such a blessing in my life. And that is why I say Las Vegas is my home, because I am going to go wherever this man leads me to, wherever he decides to go with his career or his life. I am definitely going to follow. God has blessed me with such an incredible opportunity to meet such a great person and also have that great person be alongside me for the rest of my life. So we met in September of 2023. It was Labor Day weekend, and we begun dating a few weeks later, or a week later, sorry. We were talking online for like maybe a month, but we started dating a week later. And then in June of 2024, at the very place where we met in person, he proposed to me and asked me for my hand in marriage. He had got permission from my father. If you guys want a whole story on how that all happened, I would be so happy to share it. And because of job things and because of just things in our lives, we decided on our wedding date of being October of 2025. And that is the day that Trevor and myself, or that's the month that Trevor and myself will be together and be married. And so I just wanted to give you guys that update. So, anyways, guys, I love you so much. Thank you for sticking around for this kind of lengthy update. I love you all, and I'll see you guys soon.